without further ado, we're going to put this thing in here. And you know what? Athletes drink a lot of these things, right? Gatorade. And we assume, as consumers, if athletes drink that, it must be good for us, right? Well, we're going to find out if it is. Sprite, good old Sprite. I used to drink a lot of soda. I don't anymore, because I understand it better now, okay? Aquafina. And it's amazing, you see people all over the airport buying this water at the tune of $4 a bottle. And it's just totally crazy and nonsense when they find out exactly what are these products contributing to their body from an oxidation and from acidity and so on. Smart water. Okay, let's take it from the top like this. You've probably seen Jennifer Aniston, you know, representing Smart Water, and Tom Brady from the NFL, Smart Water. And again, rich and famous and athletes, if they drink this water, they must be what? Good for us. Well, we're going to find out. This is really it's almost, whoa, hello. Ha-ha! Champagne, anybody? Or maybe Aero sparkling water, anybody? Okay, we're going to put some in here. Okay. That was a little different thing. How about Sky Vodka? Is your favorite? Okay. All right. Wow. No, just kidding. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of vodka in here. And this is going to represent all alcoholic drink, obviously. This is not just Sky Vodka. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of tap water. This is Sacramento tap water. I know that I'm from Chicago, and in Chicago we have Lake Michigan water. But it goes to water treatment system. It's not any different, okay, than in here in Sacramento. And then we're going to have our prized water, our AmWater Actify. Okay, as this will fill up. Is it number 4 setting there? You can see it?
It says 1 flow 1 and 17 on the other side.
Okay. No, that's fine, that's fine. But I was just looking. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we're going to have some of our AmWater as this filling out. Then we're going to show you the ORP. Let me talk a little bit about the ORP. ORP is an acronym that stands for Oxidation Reduction Potential. Don't be impressed by the expression. I know it's a mouthful. All it means is this. It's a scale of measurement. Same thing like potential hydrogen for pH. But what the ORP is measuring, how fast a liquid or a food helps oxidize the body, or how slowing that oxidation can occur. In other words, how fast are you aging, or how slow you are aging. See, the body is constantly oxidizing just from the environment. That's our nature, that's how we are made. And you're going to see a cool test later on. I'm going to show you about CO2, you know, carbon dioxide and oxidity, and why we have lungs and so on and so forth. So the ORP is a scale that is measured in millivolt, in electricity, an electrical value. It's going to have the negative value, and it's going to have the positive value. The positive value is something extremely bad for us. The negative value is extremely good for us. This is the only time where you can say, I'm negative and I feel good, okay? That's why, by the way, this water is called in Japan and Korea negative water. And you're going to see these values. And with that, I'm going to help myself with an ORP meter, because there is such thing that can measure that potential of oxidation. Now we're going to take some of our water, okay? We're going to put it right up front in here, and put a little bit of tap water in here. And then some of our water. Now, we're going to use this meter, which is an ORP meter. Okay, it's going to read the value in negative and positive number, depending on the state of these various liquids. And you know, I want to bring to your attention, audience, that you could see in here, everything is looking clear. So if I did one of those Pepsi challenge or whatever, I blindfolded you, and you say, is this an Aquafina, is this a tap water? You'll be very hard-pressed unless you taste it, and unless you become a connoisseur of these various liquids, then you can start guessing. But otherwise, a clear liquid is clear liquid is clear liquid. And that's what we want to bridge that gap of understanding, because not all clear liquids are good for us. So we're going to use this. And how about George? Could you help me out, George?
Sure.
To read this value? So if you see a positive value in here, call it positive and give me the value. Remember, this is going to go up and down a little bit. See it when it stabilizes and call that number.
Okay.
Good enough? Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and use this, ORP meter. And in here, this is the Gatorade.
Positive 265.
Positive 265. How about Aquafina?
Positive 277.
277. How about the Aquafina now? It was a Sprite before. Sorry.
Positive 293.
Okay, 293. How about the Dasani?
Positive 254.
254. How about Smart Water?
Positive 253.
Okay. So it's oxidizing. So far we've seen these drinks, if you drink them, they're going to oxidize your cells at this kind of rate. Go ahead. The Arrowhead spring water?
Positive 275.
Okay. How about the vodka?
Positive 284.
284?
And climbing.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. How about the tap water?
It's positive 360.
360? So vodka is better than tap water. Okay, folks, anyone that has grandkids? Okay, you have grandkids. What's your name? Greg, right? Okay, Greg, when your grandkids come to visit you for the holiday, don't serve them tap water, serve them vodka. It's healthier for them. Now you know why those Russian hockey players are really, really husky, right? Bread on vodka. How about our water?
Well, it's still going down. It's positive, but it's going down 1, 90, 70, 50, 40, 30. Negative.
Oh.
Negative 1, 6, 2. It's going up.
Oh.
Negative 300, 3.
Say it loud. What's the number?
357, 360. It's just going down.
Negative 360, folks, and we're still going down. What is it now?
373.
373. So as you can see, this is climbing quite a bit. And that's why negative water is good for you. And ready? And I want to bring your attention to this little frame in here. That's a pH scale there. And in pH, potential hydrogen, if you remember from high school, you're either in an acidic state or an alkaline state. Something about us as a human being, we do not need help to be more acidic. By lifestyle and environment, we are always acidic. Our biological terrain, our body meaning, okay, is constantly pushed toward an acidic state. 80% of what we buy from the store is acidic, acid-forming food. And so therefore, our body is constantly pushing toward acidic. And as Dr. Otto Warburg is a Nobel Prize winner, he's actually a scientist and a doctor from Germany, and he won his Nobel Prize. And he said in his root cause of cancer thesis, he said, cancer cannot grow in an alkaline, slightly oxygenated environment. Let me repeat, and that's his quote. Cancer cannot grow. Cancer, any other pathology, any other disease, cannot fester in a terrain that is alkaline. So it behooves us to be more alkaline than acidic. And we're going to show you how you could become alkaline without having to eat a lot of roughage and 3 pounds of broccoli in the morning and 5 pounds of spinach at night. And if that is not enough, then you get to do it tomorrow again, and so on and so forth. And you see, that is impossible. Because of lifestyle and environment and stress, our body is constantly moving to that acidic state. And now, by investing in one of these devices, you just go to it, you drink it, and you bring in your body into an alkaline. So pay attention, this is really going to be cool. And with that, I'm going to use my pH tester. This is a solution. Basically, I'm going to put 4 drops in every cup. And if it is acidic, it's going to go all the way from yellow to really acidic, to an orange state. And I like to think of it like Homeland Security. Orange. This is really, really, really bad if it's orange. But of course, if it's good, it's going to become blue. Okay? So let's go ahead and put a few drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so already, guys, you can go ahead and compare. Just watch these glasses and look at the picture there, the pH. That never fails. Every presentation that I do. All right, so here, guys, we're going to use a stir, and then we're going to use something we're going to separate. Yeah, we're going to use this glass, okay? So, guys, watch this. I'm going to give it a little stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. To keep this test as objective as possible. We don't want contamination from one glass to the next. Okay? And those of you at home watching this presentation, I hope you get to see the different colors that we get in here. It's really pretty. And I'm going to make a quick comment on each one of them.
Quite a few different shades of orange. You see that? Orange is up to red, then green, yellow, and that.
All right. I like it when my audience get excited. Yeah, because this is the whole idea of this presentation. You know, it's like the old saying, facts tell, stories sell. You know, we don't want to just keep it to the intellectual, to the academic level. Folks, we're talking about your body. As a matter of fact, pay attention, and we're going to throw all the way. Anybody want some soda?
Definitely no.
Come on, it's going to the trash can. Come on. It's okay, guys. No? All right, fine. How about smart water?
No thanks.
I'm not so sure it's smart.
How about the vodka? No, this one we're going to keep, okay? So we're going to keep it right here.
Special occasion.
All right, that's great. Now what I'm going to show you guys is chlorine, the chlorine state of our water. And we understand about chlorine, by the way, guys, right? Chlorine is nasty, okay? It's carcinogenic without a doubt. Okay, and we're going to show you with just a little liquid called OTO. You can buy this out of any pool supply store, okay, to check out, like if you have a swimming pool or whatever, to check out the chlorine content. So, obviously the tap water, okay, and this is our water that is treated. And by the way, a little correction, I hear a lot of people calling this a water filter. That's a grave mistake. This is not a water filter. It has a filtration system, but it definitely is not a water filter. On any day, you could go to any hardware store and buy a water filter for $80. This is a water treatment system. It gives you all these properties I've been talking about. And let's go back to that chlorine. And I'm going to use one of these, okay, like we did before. Look at this. Look how much chlorine the municipalities.
That's a 1.0 or a 1.5.
And if you look at it in the chlorine chart, is off the chart. But yet, if I ask you, would you like to drink this?
Oh, no, thank you.
But you know what? You've been drinking it every time you go to a restaurant.
Ew.
Because out of sight is out of mind. But what you cannot see can actually kill you. Okay? And so this is very, very toxic. This is carcinogenic. This has been established about 20 years ago now. And the hotter the environment, okay, place like in the summer, they put a lot of chlorine because of bacteria infestation and so on. So, but it's just an amazing thing. How many of you love to cook?
Love it.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna, are you guys hungry? I'm gonna fix you a meal, okay? Yeah, definitely. Today, I'm gonna make a paella. How many of you love paella? You know, Spanish omelet and all that? Okay, watch me. This is like Ron Popeil at work. Okay, so we're gonna take this onion, because I expect this. If you're gonna have you as guests in my house, and I'm gonna cook a meal for you, you expect me to wash my vegetable before I cook, right? And my hands and all that. That's part of normal sanitary protocol, right? Okay, so let's see. I'm expecting you. I'm a big waste. So throw the other half of the onion. So what I'm going to do, before I make my omelet, my paella, I'm going to take this onion, and as you expected, we're going to do what with it? Clean it. And we're going to clean it with what? Because you don't have the Water Actify yet.
Tap water.
Yet. We're going to clean it with tap water. Okay, so we're going to take our onion, we dump it there, okay, and we're going to clean it. And then, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to fix you that paella, because it's going to taste so good. It's my favorite dish. I'm good at it too. Okay? So, oh wow. What happened to the chlorine?
It went in the onion.
What happened to? I think I should cook my paella with this. We didn't clean the onion, we cleaned the water from its toxic element.
Transferred it.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? But yet, we do not know about what's happening. And we go and we cook it for our loved ones and for our children. And you know, we even have seconds. Yeah, it tastes so good. Give me another. Yeah, give me more chlorine, honey. I'm ready for a second. You know, I mean, this is like totally crazy. It's nonsense. But this, now you understand the business of cancer. In 1950, it used to be 1 out of 30,000 people had cancer. Today, what we're going to do right now is a tomato test. But you know what's so cool? I'm using in here, these tomatoes coming from Mexico, nature sweet. And you know, in some countries, you know, they send us, you know, vegetables and produce like grapes from Chile and so on. And some of these countries do not have the same agricultural standards that we have in North America, in the United States and Canada. They still use, believe it or not, insecticides, pesticides, and herbicides. How would you like, from this technology, you can take something inorganic and turn it totally organic? Wouldn't that be cool? Just with water, without a drop of chemical. This is an amazing thing. So let's do it. So I put 4 tomatoes in here. We're going to use tap water. And I'm going to call these your tomatoes, because you do not have an M-water rectify. And this, I'm going to call it my tomatoes, because I have an M-water rectify, okay? And so what we're going to do, we're going to give them a little swishing around, okay? Just like bait them like this a little bit. Tomatoes have tendency to like merry-go-rounds, and yeah, turn a little bit more, faster, faster. Okay? And then we're going to take this one, going to give them an equal amount of turn around, swishing around. Okay? And we're going to let them sit for just like a minute or two, if that long. In the meantime, folks, I was here, and we're going to take out the water. And we're going to show you if the quality of water actually, in fact, has changed. So these are your tomatoes, cleaned with the tap water. And these are my tomatoes, cleaned with the M-water rectify. Wow.
That is yellow.
You see, guys? Take a look at in here. What we pulled out of these tomatoes actually is pesticide, insecticides, and herbicide, chemicals that need not to be. And we're not going to leave it to the visual. What we're going to do is something even better. We're going to ask you, the audience, would you like to try some tomatoes? Sure. That would be cool. Sure. Why don't you, Lori, pass around? Everybody will take 1 tomato, okay? So those are the M-water Actify tomato. Let's call them the Omega tomatoes, okay? And go ahead, pass it around.
Just like a tomato.
Just like a tomato, okay? And now we're going to chase it, or the second one we're going to eat, or you're going to taste rather, is the one that is cleaned by the regular tap water, municipal water. And see if there is a difference. Come on, I know, you got to continue, you got to swallow it. Look at their faces, look at Lori, look at George. I had actually...
Yummy to that tomato before?
No, you gotta eat it. No spitting out of the tomato. And that's amazing, guys, when you really think about it. Now, any comments in here on the tomatoes? The before and
Night
after?
and day difference.
Night and day.
Oh, big difference.
Big difference?
Sweeter and water.
Yes.